Our attitude consists of behaviors that reflect what we think or feel.
We have already discussed how the mind and brain are interrelated. The brain is a physical organ, and the mind is a spiritual one. The physical heart pumps blood through the body. The spiritual heart has many jobs. So many things I can't fit them all here. Suffice it to say, we're talking about our thoughts and our feelings, and the spiritual heart
Processes feelings and it
communicates with the mind. If you are in tune with your spiritual heart, you can know things even if you don't cognitively understand them. Happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Therefore, guard accordingly and take care that you entertain no notions unsuitable to virtue and reasonable nature. Marcus Aurelius. Let's say a thought crosses your mind. Everyone has errant thoughts. You automatically either accept it or reject it.
When fed enough of our personal attention, errant thoughts can turn into our beliefs. Whether they're true or false is another matter. Let's pretend that an errant thought crosses your mind and it says that you're a piece of trash. If you know you're not a piece of trash, you will reject that thought immediately. If you don't know whether or not you are a piece of trash, you will accept that thought into your mind as something for you to make a decision about. Because you're unsure. Let me just clear this up once and for all. You are not a piece of trash. You are most likely flawed, and you are feeling the realization of your own flaws very keenly, which means it's time to either grasp hold of your inner voice or get to know it better so that you can interpret its messages more clearly. People do not seem to realize that their opinion of the world is also a confession of character. Ralph Waldo Emerson.
How your mind processes that thought can influence your hormones. The thought is processed by your mind, and how you process that thought determines which hormones are produced and released. The question is, what are your mental habits? How are you in the habit of using your mind? Where do your thoughts habitually drift when you're not thinking about anything at all? This is where keeping a journal can be very useful. Just write it down. You don't have to make judgment on it. You don't have to fix it. Just get it out of your mind and onto paper. Once you identify your mental habits, you can then, in an educated and informed manner, go about changing those mental habits. How do you do this, you ask?
Some solutions would be meditation, yoga, prayer, heart-to-heart conversations with a friend, a family member, or even a professional therapist to help you heal from past traumas.
These forms of spiritual practice have been implemented and used by people throughout the ages. Meditation clears the mind and invites revelation and inspiration.
You could think of this as a heart-to-heart conversation between yourself and your higher self.
Yoga increases the mind-body connection.
Your spiritual heart having a conversation with your physical heart. So it's another form of a heart-to-heart conversation, where you are allowing and encouraging communication between your spirit and your body.
Prayer is putting to words your thoughts and feelings, a lot like your journaling. As little as 500 years ago, most people did not know how to read and write, let alone have easy access to paper or writing implements. Maybe prayer is the ancient way of journaling. I think prayer has a bad rap because people give up on it too soon.
When I label attitude as one of the 4 factors of your well-being, it's because I'm using the word attitude to include your spiritual and psychological state. It's become very clear that what we think and feel about ourselves does influence the regulation of our hormones and influences the well-being of our whole self. Persistent negative thoughts are best battled together, meaning with other people. If you could have done it yourself, you would have done it already. It's time to have those difficult heart-to-heart conversations with ourselves, with our higher selves, with people that we love and care about. We need each other. We are a social species. We were not made to be alone. This world isn't built upon survival of the fittest alone. You could argue it's built to be survival of the cooperative. Despite the darkness that you might sometimes feel is in the world, space is full of light. It's just not all entering your cornea. Okay? I hope this helps you identifying any types of attitude adjustments you feel you may need, and I hope that you can identify those people in your life that can help you accomplish those changes. This is me wishing my best for your well-being, and may God bless you in all of your holy efforts.